Are you nervous? No.
No, anxious actually. I'd rather be dealing with an emergency right now. As a child, I never thought I'd be working in Telecom Italia or that I'd be in the civil emergency protection field. There's a special office which deals with civil protection under the auspices of the Security Office, which has to do with the organization and management of emergencies related to civil protection. In the event of an emergency, Telecom Italia is called upon by the Civil Protection Department as a company which provides essential public services through the Operations Commission. Yes, my children understand the work I do, and for example, last year during the unseasonal blizzard, they were constantly texting me for the latest news on what was happening, but I think what they really wanted to know was whether the schools were going to be closed or not. The Civil Protection Service is a two-part system. One side deals with planning, where the strategies are defined for best dealing with an emergency, while on the other side, we deal with operations, that is, the hands-on management of an emergency. My co-workers, especially the technicians, are all fantastic. I can call them up at the last minute at the most unthinkable hours, and they're always on hand to give me any information I might need. And when they hear me on the phone, especially on a Saturday or Sunday, they wonder what's going on. One of the toughest emergencies to deal with was the L'Aquila quake. The whole thing lasted so long. When we had the earthquake in L'Aquila, the first thing people did, of course, was to get on the phone. Once upon a time, emergencies were handled exclusively on landlines, while of course today we handle them on mobile networks. A moment after the initial hours of an emergency, we get requests for data connections and Wi-Fi, and in L'Aquila we gave every sector Wi-Fi coverage. I've become used to being constantly on call and being called at all hours. I don't feel it's a disadvantage. I'm thinking of my holidays now, so fingers crossed. Let's hope nothing happens.
All done.
I hope so.
We made it.
Yes.